I'm going to sing you a wee song which was intended to be my entry into the original song competition at the Glenfarg Folk Club's Folk Feast, their annual festival. Sadly, because of coronavirus, the festival had to be cancelled, but I'd written this song as my entry before the whole business of coronavirus took off. So I've got the song and I may as well sing it. And the theme, because it was 2020, was to do with anything relating to eyesight and 2020 vision. So this was my take on it, and it's called My Poor Old Mark I Eyeballs. And it's a true story, absolutely true. When I was in the Navy, I headed off to sea, but I couldn't see the way that others see the sea. My poor old Mark I eyeballs weren't working well for me, so I went to see the medic to see what he could see, just to see what he could see. What seems to be the problem? The medic said to me. I'm having trouble with me eyesight. The medic said, I see. There's a chart of letters on the wall. Could you read them back to me? Ooh, I can only make out the topmost one, and I think it's the letter C. I think it's the letter C. Well, we seem to have a problem then, of that there is no doubt. An ophthalmic surgeon's just the one to sort your problems out. I'll make you an appointment and we'll find out what is wrong. But your day's not wearing spectacles, I fear they've nearly gone. Oh, I fear they've nearly gone. So I attended at this military hospital, sat down in the waiting room. There were 2 other sailors sitting there, their faces filled with gloom. And one by one they were summoned by a rather scary nurse. And I thought, it's only an eye test, it could be so much worse. Oh, it could be so much worse. But then it was my turn, as the nurse called out my name. I was excited at the prospect of seeing well again. Just go behind that screen, she said, and take off all your clothes, and you'll find some gowns are hanging there. So put on one of those, please put on one of those. Well, I was trained to follow orders, but this one went too far. To strip off for an eye test, well, that seemed a bit bizarre. I couldn't see the logic of taking off my clothes when the bits that needed checking were both above my nose. They were both above my nose. So I turned to the scary nurse and said I must object. She looked at me quite sternly, said, what did you expect? There's no point you just standing there looking all surprised. Of course you take your clothes off when you're getting circumcised. When you're getting circumcised. Oh, now just hang on there a minute, I'm here about my eyes, and I'll no see any better if I leave here circumcised. There's no ophthalmic surgeon going to lay his hands on me if he thinks no having a foreskin is going to help me see. Oh, is going to help me see. Well, a few weeks later, on board my ship, I was chatting with a mate, and a fascinating story to me, 'cause me, he did relate. He said, I was having problems with my foreskin, so I went to see the doc. But the thing that happened next to me left me in a state of shock. Left me in a state of shock. 'Cause I attended at this military hospital. I was in pain and feeling sick, and I prayed that a circumcision would quickly do the trick. But imagine my confusion when the doctor says to me, there's a chart of letters on the wall. Could you read them back to me? Could you read them back to me? Well, somehow there'd been a mix-up and they'd got our names both wrong. But my pal's pain and his foreskin are happily long gone. And as for me, I've got my glasses, and it surely is a fact. I've got 20/20 vision now, but I still remain intact. Yes, I still remain intact. And that's all true.